You've probably noticed that in Minecraft thumbnails, certain parts of the character and the background are darker than the rest. Usually, these are parts where the light doesn't hit, and these are called shadows, and the process of adding them in is often referred to as shading. Hey guys, welcome back to another video for thumbnailers, where today we're going to be talking about how to shade your Minecraft characters. Why should you shade your Minecraft characters? Well, when you don't shade your characters, they can often end up feeling flat and lacking depth. This makes shading one of the most important fundamentals to learn. Shading can make your character easier to see. A lot of Minecraft skins often blend into the background, and shading helps prevent this by changing the values of the skin to help it stand out more against the background. Here are a few thumbnails with and without shading, just to show you how important it actually is. So, how do you know where to shade your characters? Well, it's pretty simple. Just imagine a light source hitting your character. For this screenshot, let's just imagine it up here in the top right. It means that all of these faces are going to be covered in light, and these ones are the faces where we're going to add shadows. You know where to add your shadows, but how do you actually add them? Well, we're going to be looking into two methods of doing this. Number one is going to be with the polygonal lasso tool or the pen tool, and the other one is going to be with the normal map shaders that you can download on Modern. So let's move on to method 1. Method 1 involves selecting all the faces that you want to be covered in shadows with your polygonal lasso tool. So let's zoom into Leowork here, and we're simply gonna select everything that we think should be covered in shadows. Now you can hold shift and continue selecting to add to your pre-existing selection so that it doesn't get cancelled. And now continue this process until you've selected all of the faces that you want. So now that we've selected all the faces that we want to be in shadow, let's actually add the shadow. What I want you to do is select your character layer and now click this button. And this is gonna add an adjustment layer. Now there are two you can really pick from. You can either go for a solid color or a levels adjustment layer. For the solid color, all you gotta do is select it, make the color black, and you can notice that a few parts are going outside the skin. So what we're gonna do is add a clipping mask, and what this does is it makes this layer only apply to this. So you do need to know how to cut your character out for this to work, and I would recommend checking out our previous tutorial to learn how to do that. From here you can just reduce the opacity of this. In general, something between 40 and 60% usually works, but it really depends on how bright or dark your character is, whether it's day or night. Just mess with it until you think it looks good. And the other adjustment layer you can use is a levels adjustment layer. Once again, you can add a clipping mask and use this slider to make it darker or lighter. And once again, you can just mess with this until it looks good, just like so. Now, for method 2, we're gonna make use of normal map shaders. So when you go in game, all you need to do is enable the shaders and take a screenshot of your character once again. You should be left with something that looks like this. Now if your colors are different, it's totally okay. What this shader does is changes the color of every face of the screenshot. So in this case, you'll see that on the character, every face is a different color. Now, when we go to our magic wand tool, all we gotta do is select this layer and select all the faces that we want to be a different color. Now for your settings, make sure your tolerance is set to 0 and make sure that this box is checked. And look at that, we're already done selecting. This method is usually a lot quicker than manually selecting, which is why a lot of people do it. Now once again, we're at the same point where we can either add a solid color, make it black, add a clipping mask and decrease the opacity, or we can also add a levels adjustment layer, add a clipping mask and turn this up. And there you go, a very clean result and a lot quicker than method 1. So that's how you shade your characters. I hope you guys have learned something and enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.